guys, today I am here to give you a little update on my health and my heart situation. Last video I posted sort of announcing that I needed heart surgery. I was absolutely overwhelmed. I know it sounds like the pageant answer, but I was seriously overwhelmed with an outpouring of messages and comments and love and prayers and thoughts. And I actually got a few packages in the mail, little sort of goodie packs, things to help me with my recovery and with my morale, if you will. So yeah, you guys are super awesome, and so I thought because you guys feel so connected with all of this and I feel like you're kind of my little family in all of this, that I would give you a update on what is going on. So I did get the results back from the heart monitor I had on the last time, and it is for sure that I need surgery. I'm actually going in tomorrow. At 1 p.m. I will be there. Actually, I go in at 11 for prep and then 1 p.m. for the surgery. I'm going to Cedars-Sinai, so I'm going to a really, really good hospital. I'm actually super stoked because my doctor is not at Cedars, but he is a Cedars affiliated doctor, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to have my surgery at my normal downtown hospital or the super fancy Cedars hospital. But Cedars it is, hooray! Unfortunately, I have a really, really, really crappy health insurance and my out-of-pocket maximum is crazy, but it is better than no insurance, so I am grateful for that. So I don't know a ton on how they are going to approach it this time, how they're going to go in. I think last time they went in through the top chambers of my heart, and this time they're going to try to go in through the bottom chambers of my heart. He did mention something that the stuff they fixed before was in the front of my heart, and this time they are going to sort of look in the back of my heart. But they are also doing an EP study along with it to kind of figure out what exactly is wrong. So he did get some information from my heart monitor, but that only sort of gave him the information on what I'm feeling. It didn't give him the information on where it's coming from. So what they do is they snake the wires up. Oh, I didn't even tell you what I'm having done. That would probably help. So the procedure I'm having done is called a catheter ablation or a catheterization. They go in sort of like how they go in to give you stents in your heart if you have a heart attack or have blockage, but it's not the same procedure. So they go in the same way, which is through the groin, which I'm super bummed because I have 7 scars down there right now from my first 2 surgeries, and they finally had faded enough. I actually went to show somebody the other day and I was like, oh, they're kind of almost gone, and now I'm gonna get more, but you barely see them. They're kind of just below the crease of where your leg and your body comes together. I told my friend that they were going in through my groin, and he goes, they can get your heart through your vagina? And I was like, who taught you anatomy? And then I feel really bad for his girlfriend because clearly he doesn't know what's going on inside of a vagina. That'd be really weird if they got to your heart through your vagina. Maybe in another 10 years. So anyway, so they put the wires up through there. The first time they did 3 on one side. The second time they did 2 on both sides, so they did 4 total. So I'm not sure exactly if they're gonna go through one side or 2 sides again this time. I really didn't ask a ton of questions. I already know how the procedure goes, and the more questions I ask, the more nervous I get. So I'm kind of like wanting to fly blind with this one. I had some complications in my first 2 surgeries, so I am a little nervous now that I know how it all works. I'm actually getting more and more nervous the more I think about it. I got a few weeks ago a letter in the mail from my insurance that said that the procedures had been accepted from my insurance as medically necessary. So when I got that letter, it was like instant stomach drop and butterflies and sweaty armpits and sweat mustache. And so I've been trying to like fight the nerves and just be excited to feel better, because I've been feeling crappier and crappier as these last couple of months have gone on. So the downtime shouldn't be too bad. My first surgery, it was like a solid week before I could even really walk again. The second surgery, I went to a movie on day 2. So it just kind of depends on how rough they are with me when they're doing the procedures. So hopefully they are gentle. It's been 10 years since my last one, so I know that technology is better. Hopefully the wires are a little smaller so it won't hurt as much the day after. I did actually want to tell you guys a super funny story from my first or second surgery. I don't remember, but I thought it was a good anecdote and it loosens my anxiety to tell funny stories. So the first time that I had surgery, I was coming out of anesthesia and I was coming out really, really slowly, so I was still super high. And I was laying in my bed, and when you wear red nail polish, the little thing they put on your finger to breathe your blood oxygen doesn't read. So they actually have to tape it onto your finger, and so it makes your finger glow red. So I wake up from surgery and my finger's glowing red, and I'm like, whoa, I'm a superhero now, and I can shoot lasers out of my finger, cool. So every time a nurse or anybody would walk into my hospital room, I would go, pew, pew. And I thought that this was all happening in my brain. Well, apparently, according to my loving mother who was sitting next to me this whole time, I was actually saying all of this out loud. So she was laughing, the nurses were laughing, and I was laser shooting all of the nurses as they came in. They also brought me in lunch. They brought me in grilled cheese and tomato soup, and there was a cookie on the tray. Well, I ate my lunch and I was full, but I didn't want them to take my cookie, and I knew if I fell asleep with it on the tray, they would take it. So I grabbed it and held it, and then I fell asleep. So I fell asleep with a cookie in there. That is my dedication to carbs and to cookies. The struggle is real when you don't want your cookie taken away. So anyways, I am super positive about all of this. I am not crying in this video. I am bound and determined not to. If you want to see aftermath of all of this and see through the procedure, I'm not sure exactly how much I will be on my phone or documenting through social media, but if I do, it'll be on Instagram and in my Instagram stories, so definitely follow me there. It's TheCherryDollface on Instagram. Super easy. But again, thank you guys for all of your love, your support, your kind wishes, your prayers. I'm not a religious person, but I always appreciate prayers. I don't think there can ever be too many good thoughts put into the universe. And for your gifts, I'm really excited to color in my coloring books when I am recovering. And that's it. Hopefully this kind of clears up some of your questions you had about what's going on with me. Fingers crossed that they fix me. See you next time. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Be sure to check out these other videos that I have posted to see more of my wackiness. And if you want to see even more of my wackiness, be sure to subscribe for all things that are vintage and retro and general silliness.